What's up, cereal bowls? It's your favorite crazy cereal, InsaneAppleJackz, here once again with the Atomic Game Squad. How are you all doing? Because I'm doing super duper chill. It's great to be back here once again, and hopefully you all are doing well as well, because today is video day, and as you know, it's probably time for another rant. So today's rant will be about something that we all probably have to go through as long as you leave the house or have some form of transportation. And seeing how big Pokemon Go is, as of recently, a lot of people are out of their house, so let's talk about traffic, boy. Traffic. Now you're like, traffic, Apple? Yeah, traffic. And I'm like, well, not like traffic like you pushing that dough. Not traffic like you got people running through your crib. But traffic like you in your vehicle and you're moving around like a civilian and you're trying to get from place to place. You know, that kind of traffic. And you're like, I knew what kind of traffic you meant, but you're putting ideas in my head now that you set up here and you tried to use all these other versions of traffic, boy. Just get to the point. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, as far as traffic, you're like, okay, what do you have against traffic that we all don't have against traffic? And that's exactly why I'm talking about traffic, because, see, the main thing about traffic is it's one of those things that's very spontaneous, and it pops up out of nowhere. While everybody tells you you should sit up here and watch the morning news, or have some form of GPS system to guide you and let you know which routes to take and not to take, traffic is one of those things that's just like, out of the magical abyss, let me appear and wreck your travel time. Because traffic is one of those things that no one factor makes it. While there are things that you can do that can predict it, such as looking at local road construction and all that other goodness, if traffic wants to happen, traffic is going to happen, boys and girls. I'd rather that be that one guy that's in front of the lane on the highway sitting up here slow riding because he's ready for work and he has his morning coffee out, he got his paper in his hand, and he in cruise control got the car driving itself, talking about some whipping the whip. But you back there talking about, no, come on. And then everybody behind him, because this dude only going like 5 miles per hour, but the speed limit is like 500 miles per hour. Okay, more like 50 miles per hour, but we ain't gonna say nothing if we see you driving past that fast, because you late for work and all this other goodness. And this fool out here driving 5 miles. And you like, Condolences to whoever tells me I'm late at work today, because I know I'm late for work today. So, good job for noticing the obvious. But essentially, it's one of those things where it's like, well, you take my 5-minute destination journey trip extravaganza and turn it into an hour-long drive. And I'm like, boy, for all the gas that I burnt out in this one little 5-minute trip to the store, I could have sat up here and actually went somewhere of more relevance. And you're like, well, why didn't you then? Because I was stuck in traffic, boy. What do you expect? I mean, I'm the type of dude that sometimes I'll be going somewhere and I'll wake up late, and then next thing I know, somebody that I'm supposed to meet up with texts me, and I'm like, yeah, I'll be there in 5 minutes. And you know, you won't be there in 5 minutes, but it's one of those things where you're like, if traffic's not bad, I could get close enough in enough estimated time to make it seem like I'm almost there, and then when I'm 5-ish, 10-ish minutes late, I can say traffic. But when you sit up here and you actually get caught up in traffic, then it takes you a whole extra hours. People be like, 5 minutes, boy? 5 minutes, boy? 5 minutes? I mean, not saying that you one of those people that sit up here and say 5 minutes and be there 5 days later, but still, it's the facts here. And essentially, another thing that gets on my nerves about traffic, it's usually for the dumbest of reasons. Not to say that car collisions or any of that other goodness is dumb, it's just, when it happens, it's like, could it have been avoided? Yes. Was it avoided? No. Did it fuck up your day? Yes. Okay. Or essentially, so one time I was on the expressway and this dude's in the 4th lane. So it's a 4-lane expressway. He's in the last lane, and last minute, dude expects to jump off of the expressway. So all the way to the 1st lane and into the exit, out of nowhere, through 4 lanes of traffic, and all you see is woo, swish. That boy cuts over diagonally and then hits barely on the roadside curve, like the emergency curve, and gets through there. You just see cars stop, and we sitting there for a good 10 minutes like, cuz, did you really? Do you know how much momentum you just stopped with that one stupid mistake right there? Essentially, traffic is one of those things that happens but doesn't need to happen. I mean, essentially, there's a reason why there's a minimum speed limit, and I'm not saying that this would sit up here and perfectly solve everything if everybody drove at the actual speed limit, but I'm saying, look, think about it. If everybody driven at the proper speed of what you are on a highway for, you would sit up here and you would get there in an orderly pace. And if something were to occur, things would be moving decently enough for there to not be a major jam that takes hours on end. Oh. And let's not get to talking about summer traffic. Summer traffic is probably the worst because along with, well, actually summer or winter traffic, because along with all of the natural environment stuff that you got going on, so we talking about heat, cold, and all this goodness, you got people out here running out gas, and gas prices be talking about some, oh, I see it's summer, let me sit up here and raise the price a little bit since you're gonna use some air conditioner, or vice versa if it's winter, heat, or even worse, oh, my most dreaded part of being in traffic is the horns. All these people out here in these cars, and you see everybody in line and driving around, and you're just as much as in traffic as I am in traffic. But no, I don't see all these cars. I don't see clearly 3 feet in front of me, so boop, boy, boop, boy, boop, boop. Hey, if you blow that horn one more time, I'm gonna get up out this car, and what you gonna do? I'm gonna sit up here and give you a look to say, blow that horn one more time, and then I'm gonna get back in my car, because legally I can't do anything. And then you like, yeah, I thought so. I'm like, you thought so? Then why you ask? Stop blowing the horn. Common sense, boy. This is why traffic gets on people's nerves, but essentially all I'm saying here is people, drive safe, be cool, be breezy, keep your mind calm inside of traffic, because it's essentially one of those things that can't be helped. If you know you're going to be late for some type of event, do let people know, and just don't sit up here and try to rush to the destination, because essentially, if you're going to be an hour late because of traffic, it was out of your hands, bruh. And, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end this, so I'm sending you all to the end of the box, and I'll catch you later. Whoop! And we are back at the end of the box, where we just sat up here and finished another super duper amazing video. Big thumbs up to everybody that watched this video. Super duper big thumbs up to everybody that watched this video all the way through. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs down. If you got some comments, some funny stories about you being in traffic, leave them down below. I'll try to get back to all of you as soon as possible. If you sat up here and you just want to say hi, leave that down below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible as well. To anybody that is interested in my social medias, they are on the screen as always, or if you want to take the lazy route, check the description down below, and you can click a linkable click. But with all that being said, that's all I really have to say for this one, so much, peace out, and that's a wrap. SpaghettiOs!